I met Bob McDonald for the first time about 25 years ago in a training program focused around coaching. And that day, I knew that Bob McDonald was a very special leader.
Bob McDonald is one of those rare individuals who gives a tremendous amount in his time, talent, and resources, but always asks the question, what can I do for you? And to me, that epitomizes the servant leader.
A great definition of leadership is creating followership, and Bob does that extraordinarily well, builds great teams, knows how to work with them, and gives credit to others.
The issue of servant leadership stands out for Bob. And there's three things that everyone mentioned about Bob and his leadership contribution, even after he's left the role. Those three things are his high moral values, his unquestionable integrity, and then his focus on high standards. And a real test, I believe, of a great leader is when people say those same things 10 years later.
Bob is very involved as we work personnel planning and making sure people love what they do, because he firmly believes that if you love what you do, you'll do a great job.
Bob tries to get results not by personally driving the results himself. He tries to get the results through the team that is working underneath him. And so what he really tries to do is make each person who's operating on the team underneath them a better leader.
Bob's leadership in the area of diversity just consumes him. It plays out in how people like to be around him, to be connected to him, because they know that it's from the heart.
He has been an awesome champion for our philanthropic efforts, Live, Learn, and Thrive, helping children in need. He's been a champion when people have said, well, maybe that's discretionary, or maybe we don't really need to do that. He's understood why not only it's important for our business, but it's the essence of bringing our purpose, values, and principles to life, the essence of serving our consumers.
At West Point, Bob was a leader among leaders. You always knew with Bob that not only would he do things right, but more importantly, he would do the right thing. Bob always chose the harder right instead of the easier wrong.
We have 75 board members at Duke, and they're all leaders in different ways, but Bob McDonald really stands out for the values of honesty and integrity and character that he stands for, and our students need to hear that. So we've had him as a commencement speaker, we've had him as a distinguished speaker to the entire class that's in residence, so he's really come down and given his time and his values to our student body and to our board.
Bob McDonald has an internal moral compass that provides an unwavering approach to ethics. It's not so much about compliance with Bob, it's about courage.
Bobby is always very active in renewing the business, renewing the organization, renewing, importantly, the people who then form an organization who drives our business forward.
I really do believe that Bob was a tremendous leader, even 30 years ago or so, and I think that you're seeing a lot of the leadership qualities that we saw back then.
When I also think about Bob, I think about his commitment to training the next generation of leaders. And I can still remember when Bob came to my brand manager college, he brought this book called The Leadership Compass, and he made sure that every single P&G brand manager read this book and did a leadership philosophy.
There's been a lot written about servant leadership. In fact, Jim Collins in his book, Good to Great, talks about a level 5 leader. who channels their ambition to the greater good of the organization and views their leadership in serving the organization to achieve greatness. I think that describes Bob and his leadership style perfectly.
Bob is someone who is a great leader of the business and of the organization. In this world, there's a lot of great leaders of the business, but not everybody is a great leader of their organization. And I think that's what makes Bob so special. Bob has an unbelievable ability to inspire us, and he gets to know each and every one of us in more than 80 countries of the world.